So, my name is Em, and today we're going to be making this Lego parrot because I thought I should be making a video basically oh, get to know me, what have I been up to, about what's going on. So, whilst I built this, I was thinking I should just basically talk about who I am, what I get up on with, and what has been going on in my life recently, I guess. So, I'm Em. I live in England. Obviously, I think you can tell by my voice. I'm going through a lot of changes right now. I've just got a second piercing, which I think is quite cool. I'm slowly dyeing my hair to a dark bluish because I can't dye it now since I am having my piercing in still. But other than that, I think that's all the changes that I'm currently doing to my body at the moment, I guess you could say. But I do online school, so I'm not actually at a proper school. I'm doing it online, so I still see people and I still learn at the normal curriculum. But what else? I'm trying to get back into reading. I haven't been reading for a while, but I have a lot of books that I've been collecting so I can read a ton of them. I think let's go over my hobbies a lot more than just what I've been trying to do. So, my main hobby, I guess, would be drawing at the moment. I seem to be doing a lot more drawing. I draw my friends, I draw characters. I've been mostly focusing on doing anatomy and drawing realistic faces because I would like to be able to draw really hyper-realistic things. I also like making things out of cardboard, as you can tell with my masks, but also the shelf I made, which took me about a week to finish, which is quite insane since I thought that would have taken me longer. It did take me quite a while, but I'm very happy with the results and how it turned out. Then my other hobbies are sewing. I do a lot of sewing, and I recently made myself a sort of dog bedish, but it's a massive pillow that you can mould into basically any shape, which is more comfy for me to sleep with since I have a lot of weird sleeping patterns. Other than that, I also do crochet. I do crochet and knitting, and I'm trying to work on a tapestry piece of a show that I watch called Lego Ninjago, which I've been getting back into since it was a part of my childhood and a very prominent one. I'm currently on Dragon's Rising Season 1, but I've been slowly working my way through all of the seasons, and personally, in my opinion, I think it's Skybound. I can't remember, it was quite a while ago when I watched that, but I love Crystallize and I love Rebooted. Those are both my favourite series. I think the fact that they're so far away from each other is quite insane, but it did come out the year I was born, so I think it was later in my childhood when I found it out, but still, it's very, very nostalgic, I would say. But speaking of Ninjago, I think I should probably talk about some of the shows that I really like. At the moment, I did watch Squid Game, all of it, and I love Squid Game. I think that's probably one of the best endings, or I wouldn't consider it an ending. Maybe we're going to get another series, maybe we're not. I love Korean dramas or Korean shows and all that sort of stuff. All of Us Are Dead, another good Korean show, I think, I'm not very sure, I think it is though. But apparently that's going to get season 2 coming out by sometime. If it's already out, I'm probably just not seen it yet, but I'm probably going to watch it when it comes out, since I really, really loved season 1. But what else? I'm watching a lot of Queso. I'm binge watching a lot of Queso recently. I wouldn't say you consider that a show, but more just movie length things. But I watch all of his VODs on YouTube, since I'm not awake at 3 in the morning when he goes live. So that's when I watch them. I watch them in my free time, in between my lessons and after school and before school sometimes, and during my lunch breaks. What else do I watch? I have been meaning to watch the Demon Hunters one, like the new movie that's on Netflix that everyone's raving about recently. I haven't seen that yet, which is quite insane, to be honest. I've been meaning to watch it, but I binge watched the whole of Squid Game season 3 by myself in one night, and I'm very impressed that I did that. But I also had a little bit of a cry, but I'm not going to spoil what happens just in case people haven't seen it. But my babies, they just died. I consider them my children at this point. Like, they are so sweet, and they didn't deserve that to happen to them, but if you know, you know. My girls, man, they're just so sweet. But other than that, yeah, I've been meaning to watch Demon Hunters. Apparently it's good, and the only clips that I've seen are of the little cat, and I love the cat so much. It's so sweet, and it's generally one of the most cutest things I think I've ever seen. I don't mind the bird. I haven't heard much about the bird, but I like the cat a lot, and once I watch it, I'm definitely gonna become more engrossed with the cat. But what else? What else have we been trying to watch? Maybe... Gosh, I don't know what I want to watch after this. I think I might finish watching the Lego Ninjago thing before I start a new series. I think I just got Squid Game out of the way so I could just get back on to watching Ninjago, but I've been putting off watching it for a while, since it's like 30 minutes per episode, and it's a lot to put into watching something consistently. But I don't mind the characters, and I collect all the characters, so I've got every single character from the show except Master Wu, except Garmadon, except Misako, except all these lot. I've got the main ones, except the non-main ones. But other than that, I keep going back to the show. I keep going back to like the shows that I've just mentioned before, but I generally have no idea what I want to watch next. I'll have a look later once I hop onto Netflix. Other than that, let's find something else to talk about, because I can't just be talking about movies the whole time. Though I will keep going with movies, because I've just remembered something. I want to watch the new How to Train Your Dragon, not new, but like the live action one. Apparently it's really good, and I'd love it to be really good, because I love How to Train Your Dragon, and I've always loved the aspect of like flying. I find that absolutely insane, and I love it very much. So I want to watch that when I have time. I might go to theatres, might watch it when it's not in theatres. But I'm very, very, very excited for the Jurassic Park one. I don't remember what it's called. Jurassic Rebirth or something like that. But I really, really want to watch it, and it looks so good. The Lego sets are a bit off. I have an addiction with Lego, which you know if you see my shorts. But I don't know. I want to watch it definitely. But the Lilo and Stitch one, don't even get me started. Honestly, it looks so bad. They've changed the whole story. I'm not even gonna go bother watching it. I've seen enough to know that it's not good. The Disney live action remakes just aren't good at this point. Like, I just generally don't know what they've been doing. It's just sad, because, you know, they just try their best. They put a lot of money into it, and then it just turns out really awfully. And I love the songs. I love everything about the original. It's just sad that what they did to it. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to talk about with show-wise, but maybe you can think of something else. To be honest, I'm being a little bit risky with filming this at night, but then again, I also had no other time to film this since I'm quite busy on the night that I'm actually filming this, but I think it's like 1 in the morning at this point, so I have no idea. Haven't looked, won't check, we'll just keep voicing over. But if you can't tell, this is a voiceover, and I'm not actually building a Lego at this very moment. I built it on Monday, and I'm voiceovering on Tuesday. Maybe this will come out on Wednesday. I have no clue. You'll find out when it actually comes out. But for the moment, you are lost in the fact that I don't know. You're lost, I'm lost. We don't know when this is coming out, but you will, because it will come out. So, I'm recording this on a certain date, and I'm voiceovering on a certain date, and it'll be out on a certain date. Can't promise when that'll be, because my schedule is packed. But other than that, let's get on to what I want to talk about next, which is games. I like games. I think we all like games. I have a few games that I really enjoy, which is a game called Star Stable Online, which is like, I don't know how to explain it. Everyone explains it as like a certain acronym that I can never remember, but it's like, it's not an RPG, it's like a quest game. But you get to have horses, you get to train them, you get to look after them, you get to go through a story quest and all sorts of stuff. It's awesome. I might put like a little video in the description or something like that for the stuff mentioned in this thing, but I might not, since it's like a lot of work and I don't have time for it. But what else? Other than that, yes, I like Star Stable a lot. I also like Minecraft, classic, love Minecraft. Roblox as well, I love Roblox. It is probably one of the best ways I can play it with my friends and like contact with them. We play a lot of games together, which I genuinely enjoy. Sorry for that. But I really like Animal Crossing, and I'm getting more into the Lego games at the moment, which is quite interesting for me since I just don't play my Nintendo that often. But now I have more time to. I'm going to be playing my Nintendo more often, which means I'm going to be playing more Lego games. I love Lego games. I've got Lego Ninjago, I've got the Lego Jurassic one, and then I've got the Lego Movie 2, and then I got something else which I don't remember. I think it's Lego Marvel or Lego DC. I generally cannot remember, I haven't looked in a while. But other than that, those are my favourite games at the moment. Favourite YouTubers, let's talk about that. So, this is a bit controversial, I would say, but in my personal opinion, I've seen a few videos of Corey Kenshin. He just doesn't tickle my fancy, you know? I'm not saying it in a mean way. I don't hate him. I think he's an alright guy. I just don't find him that funny, and it's quite sad, because everyone seems to love him and get so much hype around him, and I just can't get the same hype. I'm very sad that I can't. But instead of Corey Kenshin, or Corey X Kenshin, I generally don't know how you say his name. I think it's Corey X Kenshin, but I never hear anyone say the X when they say his name, so I'm just gonna say it. Not being rude about him, I just don't find him that funny, which is quite sad, because everyone does, except me, because I'm just a loser, and I don't have a nice sense of humour, I guess. But I do really love 3FS, and everyone else in that gang, like Plenty, Jacob, and everyone else who he does multiplayer games with. He's so funny, honestly. I genuinely love him. I watch every single one of his videos, and he's just one of the silliest little goofy guys I think I've ever watched. And I haven't watched him for that long, but I've watched him since last year, and that's when I started getting into his content a lot more, and I love him so much. He's so funny. Like, generally, he's just so funny. As well as Queso. I like Queso, 3FS. I do catch myself sometimes coming back to old LD Shadow Lady videos, because she was my childhood as well. I haven't tuned into Markiplier in a while. I haven't tuned into Jacksepticeye in a year. Damn. I do sometimes do reruns of Detroit Become Human though. That's just a good game, unironically. I want to play it so bad. Mostly just because you can get different endings depending on what you do. And I find that very insane, to be honest. But I really love Detroit Become Human, and there's a bunch of games that I like, but I'm going to stick with YouTubers for the moment so I don't get off track and don't do something that is not relevant to what I'm just saying. So, who else? I haven't watched Smallish Beans in ages. Smallish Beans is another very fun guy. Joel, love him. Dan2DM, another good one. I did watch him when he was doing the KSI drama. I watched a lot when he was doing the KSI drama was going around. That was kind of funny. Who else do I watch at the moment? I really can't think of anyone else who I watch constantly other than those guys. But yeah, I guess I'm like almost halfway through, maybe more than this recording, so I've got to think of something more interesting to talk about, I guess. I generally have no clue, but I don't really have anything interesting going on. I just want to yap and talk to you guys about what's going on. I was wrong about it being 1. It is only 12:30 at the moment. Time doesn't fly when you don't like sleeping or when you have insomnia, I guess. But other than that, yeah, it's midnight still. It's midnight, 30 minutes past midnight, which we love. So, what should we talk about next, chat? I guess, like, what has been happening with me. I did want to film more quad videos, and I did post one with me doing a handstand the other day. But I recently did a handstand and I fell on my arm, which wasn't fun. I'm going to admit that it wasn't fun. It was very painful, and I thought I dislocated my arm quite badly. I didn't. I just fell on it, basically injuring the muscle, and that's it. Nothing happened. I didn't go to hospital. I didn't even go get it looked at. I just kind of powered through it, and I'm fine now. I still have a little bit of aching pain sometimes, but we power through it. Yeah, so now I can get back to doing quads a lot more. I can do a lot more with my handstands, which I really wanted to do, which I find fun, even though I can't actually do them, which is sad because I've been practicing for ages, and as well as cartwheels, which I'm better at. I can stick the landing with my cartwheels. With my handstands, not so much. Usually just end up falling on myself. But other than that, I keep saying other than that a lot because I don't have any other conjoining words I can use or I want to use or I can think of in a small time span that would work. So, in that case, I have got some projects on the way that I think I want to talk about. I have a list on my phone somewhere. I can't be bothered to bring it out because then I'd have to close the app that I'm recording this on, and I cannot be bothered to do that. So I'm going to try to do them off the top of my head. One of the main projects I've got going on now is a manta ray mask. That needs to be finished in a certain time span, but I haven't been able to get it finished because I have no time. I have quite a bit of time, to be honest, and I'm just procrastinating doing it. But other than that, oh my god, I said it again. There's going to be so many other than that, I might as well put a counter up. I'm probably going to put a counter up, and then halfway through the video, you're going to be like, oh, she already put a counter up. I'm like, yes, she did. So, I've got a 3, you know when 3 masks are connected together? You know you've seen that somewhere. I'm probably going to pull a picture of the reference that I'm trying to use for like the base. But that's what I'm going to be making, and then I'm going to turn it into like a big, impressive mask that I might take to Comic-Cons if I go again, which I probably will since I enjoyed the last one so much. You should watch that video. You'll probably enjoy it. It's like 3 minutes long, and this one is like 40 because I don't know why, to be honest. I thought it was like a 10-minute video. When I edited it down, it became 3 minutes, which is annoying since I like making long form videos. And having them be that small makes me annoyed because I think I film so much of a day, and it turns out it's like, oh no, you only film like 10 minutes worth of content, and then most of that is just you not even doing anything, so it's not even useful for the camera, which is sad. So yeah, but I might do a day in the life with me, which is just me existing and going through my day at school, because I used to do that on different platforms. I used to just save them and never actually post them because I got too scared of actually doing that. But yeah, so might do that. The projects that I have coming up are a little bit spontaneous, I would say, that there's nothing else really holding them together or giving them an idea of what they want to do. They're mostly just craft videos, I guess. Nothing else is really planned for the moment, I would say, except like I have a few shorts planned because my shorts seem to do better than my long form content, which is understandable, since who would want to put 40 minutes into a day watching a rando person build Lego whilst they yap about what's been going on in their life, unless you do and you're nosy like me, because I watch a bunch of get to know me videos a lot and very often, because I am just way too nosy about someone's life. If they tell me something and they say they got drama, I gotta know. I'm just one of those people who watches drama from the sidelines, doesn't get involved, and just knows absolutely everything from both sides. That might seem bad, but I don't ever share the information. I just keep it to myself, and I'm just nosy like that, so we love that. But what should we do next, since I don't even have that much time left on this. I've just been yapping for a while. I'm so used to yapping. You're probably more interested in watching me build than listening to me yap. It's fine if you have this on mute. I probably couldn't care less if you have this on mute. I'd probably just breathe into the camera right then. But if this is on mute for you, or if you're just listening to this and you're just listening to me talk because you just love me that much and you care about my channel that much and you just care to watch a little girl. That sounds wrong. I'm probably going to cut that out. I'm probably not as well. I'm going to get bored and leave it in because I don't really edit the voice memos a lot. But you're probably just going to watch me, just a girl, building Lego and yapping about what she wants to yap about because she has no one else to talk to about it. But other than that, I don't want to mention things like too in depth, but I usually do go really in depth about my life. But let's talk about some other things. Let's talk about my collections. I do collect a lot, I've realised. I collect books, I collect posters, I collect claw clips. I used to, not anymore since I have short hair and I can't really do anything with them. I collect squishmallows. I got a new one recently when I got to get my ears pierced. I got a mini Connor for my big Connor and Connor's girlfriend. I named her Connor's girlfriend because I don't remember her name, but she's a pink one. She's a pink normal one, and I got a fluffy Connor. What else do I have? I have a collection of masks, collection of perfumes, collection. I don't want to say collection of medication. It's just all medication I actually need. But still, a collection of eyeshadow palettes, I guess. I collect Lego, obviously. I'm gonna say I collect glue sticks, like hot glue stick pit things. I don't know what they're called, but you know, I collect fabric, I guess you could say, if you really want to. I collect wool, absolutely. I collect Funko Pops. I do have a few Funko Pops. I have two. I have a Bucky Barnes one and then one from a game. I collect U2s. I have a William Afton from the movie one. I have a Captain Price. I also have two Arcane ones. I have Champion Victor, and I have Vi and Jinx in the box together. The one where she came, when Jinx came with the shark gun and Vi with the little metal fist things that she got from the Piltover. I haven't watched it in so long. I need to get back into realising everything. But what else do I collect? I do collect clothes, I guess, but then I wouldn't really say that. I collect sketchbooks at this point because I just have so many that I haven't used. It's getting to be a problem. I don't really know what else I collect, but other than that, I think I should start talking about what I actually have. So, or have been up to, sorry, not just have, because I have basically the whole world in my room. I just hoard a lot. But I have been growing a garden and I've had a lot of produce. I've had carrots, I've had their little babies, like, oh my gosh, what's it called? Like the really, really itty bitty carrots for cocktail carrots, probably. They're for like little salad toppings and stuff. But I have many carrots. I've got some strawberries. I've got a lot of tomatoes coming in. I've had a lot of rocket. My rocket sprouted. I have some flowers, and I now have some sunflowers. Not flowering yet, but they're just growing, which I would say is really, really fun and really, really good. So I will have some sunflower seeds to have this to be eating. I like eating sunflower seeds, but what's some other things I want to share about me? It's not too in depth. I have braces, and I've had braces since November because I have little teeth because they've sucked my teeth, and so I had really bad teeth that were really crooked. As everyone thinks stereotypically, English people have really bad teeth. We don't. Not all of us. Some of us, not all of us. But what else? What else do I really want to share about me that I'm really not interested in? My eyes are a bluish green. I will not post a picture online because that time will come, and when that time comes, you'll see my eyes in all their glory. I might just put a stock photo. Maybe not. Maybe yes. You probably won't ever find out though, will you? Because I'm just that good at hiding my identity. But what else should we talk about, chat? Oh yeah, my outfit in this video. I am in my PJs at the moment of filming this. I don't know where they're from. I kind of forget, and I won't bother to move to look at the label because I am so comfy. In the most uncomfiest position. Speaking of positions, not in a weird way, but when you find the most uncomfy looking position and it's just the best and you sleep amazingly, my god, I wish I could. I got into a really comfy position and then I started to get really hot because I have my fan on, and then I also have a massive duvet on me in the blistering heat, but I don't want to put a smaller blanket on because it's not warm enough for that, but then it's too warm for a bigger blanket, so I just stuck it, and then I moved positions and now I'm even more comfy, but I just keep moving because my leg is going dead. Other than that, I said it again. Yeah, I'm just going to put a counter up every time I say other than that, and you're going to have to deal with it being there because I need to stop saying it. It's my conjunction words. I need to stop. I feel like I should complain a bit. I haven't complained enough today. I haven't complained enough in a while. I need to get my complaints out before I just go on a rampage and just start complaining about absolutely everything in the whole world. I already complained about Stitch today because that was necessary. I did want to complain about the new Lego Friends and how it's bad, but I haven't really seen the new Lego Friends, so I can't really talk about that, and I can't be angry about it since I only know the old one, which is basically like a live action but was still like a cartoon version, if you understand what I mean. Yeah, so I'm quite mad that I failed a few of my tests since I had exam week the other week and got my test scores back. I failed a few classes. I failed chemistry, I think, and I'm failing maths because I don't think I have a good teacher. Keep that to yourself if you want. If you don't, I won't hold you to it if you start spreading information about how I don't have a good teacher, but I will never tell you anything more than I just don't feel like I have a good teacher. Anyway, What else do I want to complain about? Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I have nothing else to complain about. I just wanted to say some stuff to keep the video going. But no, I generally don't have anything else to complain about at the moment. Except for like my DVD, and not DVD, CDs. I have music CDs. And one of them has a scratch on them which cuts out most of the song, which is very sad. I'm very unhappy about that one, so that's a new sad thing for me that I wanted to complain about. That's just gone straight on my lip. Anyway, so I did some drawings of my dogs today, and I might post a little picture, might put them up, might not put them up, you will never know, actually. So I'm just that good at hiding everything about me, so you'll never know, actually. I'm just that good. So, what else? I almost finished building it, which is insane. Oh yeah, I also watched this video. I filmed this video whilst watching Queso, and if I just sit and stare for a certain amount of time, I am just watching my screen, watching Queso do something. So that's probably why I went still for a few seconds, but I caught myself out of it. Anyway, filming this video, I couldn't slunch because I didn't want to wear a mask in the absolute most uncomfortable warmish, coldish heat it was. And it was raining so much, and it was heated, and it was cold. And I was like, you know what, I'm just not even going to put a mask on because I'm just going to end up sweating through it and then ruining my makeup. But yeah, so I didn't actually wear a mask when I was filming this. So I just sat there in a straight position with my back fully up, and I didn't slouch, didn't do anything, and it hurt my back so much because I'm usually like a hunchback, and it hurt so bad. I had to just, when I stopped filming the video, I just slumped. Like, I seen a part of the Demon Hunters where the guys just immediately go into a slump when they come off stage, and that was literally me as soon as I finished filming, which I would consider very bad for me because it just shows how much of a bad posture I have. And when I was filming this, I was actually trying to show like what I was doing throughout the whole process, but it was generally so hard. I had no idea if I was showing it or if I wasn't, or if I was just building it. And then I did set it off to the side multiple times so you would be able to see what I was building, but I then just built it in my hands and then not actually letting you see what I built before I put it onto the model, which, looking back on this, probably wasn't the best idea, but it's built now. I'm not about to go and build it so you guys can see better. It seems selfish, but I generally don't have the time or effort to do all that sort of stuff for you lot. I do care about you, but not to the extent where I will make myself tired unbricking and bricking. I'm not going to say breaking up. Unbricking and re-bricking the blocks together so you can have a more satisfying and a lot more high quality version, even though no one's getting paid for this. I edit my own videos, I don't pay myself, I don't get paid by anyone. I'm a lone soldier, I work on my own. You can tell that it's getting quite past my bedtime, I would say, because I am starting to get a bit kooky. At that point, my other arm started getting really painful, and I just, whenever I kept rolling my fingers together, I had a ton of wax that spilt on my desk earlier, and it was flaking because the desk and the paint on the desk is so old, and the amount of crafts I do on it make it so that if anything falls on it, it just comes off. And so the paint was just coming off and going onto the bricks. So I need to remember that for next time I build something. And I kind of run out of stuff to talk about, so I think I'm just going to let you listen to the music for the rest of this. There's only like a few minutes left as well, so bye.